Yeah, I can see that.
But yeah, obviously the first 40 minutes or so where there's no dialogue, there's just something really brilliant in the way that you just have to watch the movie and you don't really need to be caught up in dialogue.
Yeah, it's not about the words. They found a way to communicate without it, and you need to be paying attention to catch it, but once you've seen it, it's there.
And it's what I think is so great about it is like you don't need to think to watch it. I mean, that kind of sounds bad, but it's like you can just kind of be with the movie for those first 40 minutes when there's no dialogue. And it's cute. It's somehow they made post-apocalyptic theme movie cute.
They pulled it off for sure.
It's a good basic love story. There's cool robots in it. Yep. Do you have anything you want to say about it?
About Wally?
Yeah.
I enjoyed the movie immensely, but I didn't come away from it feeling anything other than just a kind of a lasting amusement, which probably wasn't the intended emotion, or the chief intended emotion. I know they were going for amusement because of some of the things they did.
Yeah.
But that...
just the amount of slapstick that's in the movie.
Exactly. And I just came away chuckling to myself about that. And that might be because I take very few things seriously. And they started with slapstick. So it didn't really have a lot of credibility. I'm sure if I were to watch it now and be a little more sober in my state of mind, not to mean that I was in any way intoxicated or inebriated the first time that I saw it, but just be...
Kyle went to a kid's movie drunk. Everybody. That's what he's trying to say.
It's on my list of things to do. No. I didn't see it in theaters. So that I'm sure very different experiences when someone's just like, you haven't seen this movie? Sit down and watch it now. Which is what happened with Wally. So that really set my mind against taking it seriously because I didn't take the person who recommended it seriously. Mm-hmm. If Matt had told me to watch this movie, I'd have paid attention. Because Matt's always got good reasons other than you're my roommate and we need to bond.
So I think the biggest thing that Wally had on me, the biggest impact was... It's a good example of of making a movie that's saying something that has a message, but it's doing it in an effective way in that it's not heavy-handed about it necessarily.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, okay, look at Avatar, look at Wall-E.
Okay.
Both science fiction movies, both clearly making parallels with what's happening right now. Mm-hmm. But I think Wall-E's a pill that's a lot easier to swallow than Avatar.
The chocolate coating makes it go down easier. Yeah. No, I see what you mean, that the heavy-handedness isn't there in Wall-E like it is in Avatar.
I mean, there is some heavy-handedness, sure. But I think, like, the Wall-E uses the subject matter to effectively tell a story. Avatar uses a story to effectively tell the subject matter.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. And we could talk about that all day. I mean, Avatar.
We should do a show on Avatar.
We should do a show. Let's write that down.
Boop, boop, boop. Okay. I think that's all I have to say about Wall-E.
Okay.
Kyle, number 4.
Number 4. All right. My number 4 movie is Kill Bill Volume 1.
Dun, dun, dun.
Because thank you. Because it's awesome. I do have more to say. I am a fan of Quentin Tarantino's movies to date. He hasn't made one that I haven't enjoyed thoroughly. But Kill Bill Volume 1 is the one that I've enjoyed the most from the first. I mean, I had to watch Pulp Fiction twice before I really started to get into it at all, and some of his others are just a little too in your face about it. All up in your Kool-Aid. But and then not that they have any subplot messages, it's just that they take so much more energy, so much more effort to be invested in the characters, and it took almost nothing for this movie to suck me in. It's just got great storytelling and creative everything. He just kind of...
I'm nodding.
Matt agrees silently. This has got... Quentin Tarantino just kind of said, these are parts of movies that I've seen that I like. Collage. And then...
And you think that wouldn't work at all.
Exactly. You'd think just slapping bits from different genres, from westerns and Asian films and just everything. Kung fu movies from the 70s and then action movies of today and dramas from whenever. You wouldn't think that kind of just jerry-rigged setup would work so well, but it does. There was a real effort made to pull this off and have it be a quality movie, and it shows. Mm-hmm. And it, from the writing on through post-production, it's all there.
I think what really helps is there's a lot of attention that's paid to the main character and the plot development and the escalation of tension and...
Yeah. No, it's...
And that's what makes that premise work and that concept work.
Yeah. And Uma Thurman's exquisite. In just so many ways. She's beautiful. She's a good actress. And when I say good actress, I put emphasis on good, because I don't believe in using the word great.
Really?
No, I made that up. No, good slipped out. She's phenomenal.
Well, you said exquisite first.
Well, exquisite, it takes on more of a physical, she's good looking.
Yeah.
Connotation.
But she's actually a good actress, what you're saying.
Yes, she
it's
can
more
act.
than just a crush.
No, and she's believable in her... The grief in her face when she wakes up and realizes that she is no longer pregnant with this child she was looking forward to raising. And then the little bit of a freak out that follows.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
See, that's what makes it a good movie, is that instead of taking that time of having, a really simple scene in terms of action or blocking or whatever, where she's just in the hospital and mourning the death of her child, instead of using that time to have another fight scene,
they let her have that moment.
Yeah,
exactly.
He's using a scene, he's using a scene that's going to get us invested, so we care when the fight scenes happen.
Storytelling. But the reason it is number 4 is that 3, 2, and 1, I believe I have better instances of storytelling. They're also not bloody just to be bloody, which I think this one is at times. That doesn't mean that it's not impressive.
No, it definitely has fun with the violence and action, kind of like any Tarantino movie, but there's a lot of meaning to it at the same time.
I was going to say, it's fun, and there's a purpose to it. It serves the story, but if you're not invested in the story, it detracts from the movie. So that's why it's number 4.